Hi everyone, it's the Moon Mage. Today's reading is going to be about the strawberry full moon that is happening right now. It is in the sign of Sagittarius, which is the sign for new ideas and knowledge and just the higher truth of situations. You know, full moons are always about letting go of things that are no longer serving you. So just that kind of combination, you know, trying to learn new things, you know, changing for the better, exploring new ideas, new ways of living, being more flexible. So these are all things that will definitely be present at the moment. You know, my brother is having a bass lesson right now in the other room, and that's his way of exploring. He's 11 years old. So, you know, I'm happy for all of us and anything that we choose to dig deeper in and just try to find what's true and what resonates with our own souls at this time. So, with that being said, we are going to just pull some cards. So, what are the current energies at this time? What are the current energies? Optimism. Great. And if this reading does resonate, please remember to like, subscribe, and comment down below. Let's see. What other energies are present? Letting go. Okay, and what other energies are present? We have Armadillo with marking territory, impenetrable, defense, and caution. Okay. Yeah, so I think that these energies are very fitting for this particular full moon because it's in the sign of Sagittarius. Sagittarius is a very optimistic sign. It's ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter is about expansion. It's about, you know, luck and abundance of all things. So I think that you're really having this positive outlook, or this, you're just very optimistic about your future and what you're able to achieve and create and learn all these new things. Sagittarius is a sign that's about knowledge and learning and constantly finding the truth, right? So I think that you are just like letting go of mostly of old ways of thinking, at least viewing your situation, really seeing it with a new lens, like you're able to accomplish and finish things that you maybe have been putting off for a long time. Because Sagittarius, I am a Sagittarian, so we're not necessarily known to complete things, at least in a timely manner. But I think that this energy right now is really either causing you to let that kind of cycle end, where you don't complete anything, and really making sure that you actually finish what you start, kind of thing. But you're also like letting go of people, you know, the usual letting go of things that are not serving you. Okay, so I think that you're really asserting yourself right now, maybe making sure that your boundaries are firm, standing your ground. You know, if it's a time where you're being asked to really let go of something that you've been holding on to for a long time, it may be kind of difficult, but the more that you put yourself first and, you know, you do what's best for you, and that by letting this thing go, your life is going to be a lot more smoother and just overall healthier for you, then, you know, really stand your ground at this time. Okay. I would also say to just do things that will, because it does say cautious or caution, marking your territory. So just make sure that you're asking for protection, or you're doing things that will protect you energetically, physically, Just in all ways, be cautious of who you're interacting with at this time and the type of decisions that you're making. If you know that they're good decisions for you, but other people will be upset about it, just to make sure that you're at least protecting yourself energetically. Trust your instincts though at this time. This is a great time to do that. And yeah, be cautious, be mindful, I would say, of who you're letting into your inner circle. You know, you should be very, very, I just had this conversation with my sister, selective of who you want to be in your life right now. And whoever doesn't fulfill, like, check all the boxes, or whoever doesn't respect you in the least, or is not worth your time and energy at this time, let them go with this full moon. That's just what's coming out with these cards right now. We're gonna pull some tarot. We have death, which is also rebirth. Wow, my stomach is growling. I'm not really sure why. I'm sorry if you hear it. And we have Queen of Pentacles. Just shuffle on. Oh, just gonna try to shuffle on camera. And we have the Five of Chalices, Five of Cups. I feel like during this time you are, although it may feel kind of heavy, like what to leave behind whatever it is that you're trying to let go of, okay? I feel like whatever has been holding you back has really made you out of touch with who you are and what it is that you love and what truly matters to you. And so I think that you've kind of really come to this epiphany in your life. And so by letting this thing go, by releasing this, and by essentially, like, the death of this thing that you're letting go is gonna create life in every other area that has been holding you back. Okay, so it can be a person, it can be an addiction, it can be a behavior, but just you deciding to end that thing from your life is going to create more life, more confidence. Like, I feel like every area of your life is just gonna start blooming and blossoming. I honestly feel like this is not necessarily your energy. I feel like this is a person, like, this is you. Okay, two people or two sides of you at this time, right? So this can be like your shadow period, like the parts of you that are very stuck in the past or keeps focusing on the past, that doesn't have a lot of confidence in yourself, so it's just like the insecure part of you, but this is the energy that you're meant to be in. You're meant to be in this abundant, very grounded and stable energy. I think that this is what you're aiming towards, but in order to stay consistently in this energy, you have to let this go. Okay, this is representative, whether it's your own thoughts about the situation, whether it's another person who's bringing you down. You have to let that energy go because it's not matching this Queen of Pentacles energy. Okay, this is somebody who is established. It's somebody who is responsible, is resourceful, like who is very stable when it comes to the material world. And also it's a queen, so she's also emotionally stable as well. Okay, so these are all energies that you're meant to be in once you let this go. Okay, and I think it's very fitting that this queen is looking towards death and rebirth, but away from this kind of a shadowy energy. Okay, and the fact that this came under defense and caution, this, if it is another person, just, you know, make sure that you're doing what you can to disconnect from this energy as peacefully and healthy but definitive. You know, make sure that it's very finite. Okay, and so with all this, these are the current energies. We're gonna pull cards for the next question. So these next cards, set of cards, are going to represent the areas of growth. So hopefully it'll give you some guidance or insight on what aspects require your attention. Okay, so we have unfinished business, a painting. That's for you, Ash. Bottom of the deck was know your worth. Let's see. What areas need attention or how can you nurture your personal or spiritual growth? Let's see. We have weaving fate. I didn't even read the other card, but here we are. And we have crab, modesty, self-sufficiency, and circumvention. So unfinished business, this is going to be a literal sense if you're a painter and maybe you need to finish your paintings or just like focus on doing more art if that's what makes you happy, and actually completing them in a timely manner, you know, that works for you. Maybe that's something to really focus on. But any decision that you're making right now is very crucial for your future, is what I'm getting. Okay, so whatever you're focusing your attention on is very important. Anything that is unfinished needs to be completed. So if you have unfinished business with a person, if you have it with your art, if you have it with anything that you feel responsible for at this time, or have been you know, pouring in a lot of energy into at this time, make sure that is completed, like finalized, because completing those tasks are what matters. It's not, you know, how much energy you have been putting into something, it's like actually getting it done. You are the creator of your own destiny, okay? We all create our future. And so just be mindful of any decisions that you're making at this time and how they may impact your future, okay? And is it going to have a positive impact or is it going to be fulfilling? You know, you have to really make decisions as if you are piecing your life together, okay? They have a lot of meaning. Our decisions do, you know, because they shape our journey. So what are you going to focus your attention on? You know, that's what's coming up. And so with this crab card here, we have what? Modesty, self-sufficiency, and circumvention. Okay, so when you're making these decisions, when you're interacting with people, even if you feel hurt or pain or whatever, try not to let your ego or your pride influence your decisions, influence your how you interact with other people, okay? Especially when it comes to dealing with people who you're trying to get rid of in your life. The more anger, I was just having this conversation, but like the more anger or heavier energies like that you feel or that you express while you're communicating with this person, the more you're still feeding their energy and feeding this negative situation. Okay, so the more you approach it with a peaceful tone or in a way that you're unbothered by whatever this person says, you're unbothered by whatever situation you're put in, just try to finalize it, and try to just exert your strength without this external need for attention or validation, if that's what's coming up, okay? Regardless, this is a time where you should really work on your sense of worthiness, your confidence, your self-esteem, being celebratory when it comes to your achievements, things that you've accomplished so far. Try not to be so hard on yourself. This is something that I myself have to focus on, trying to acknowledge how far I've come, and how much I've accomplished. My life may be unconventional right now, but I am still accomplishing a lot every day. So acknowledging, your achievements is very important at this time, and try to be grateful for everything that you've accomplished, everything that you've achieved. Self-sufficiency, yeah, I think that you're going to express that. It's like with the Queen of Pentacles, you're going to be a little bit more independent at this time, or self-reliant, you're going to be in charge of your life. Well, this is a time where you can focus more on building that confidence. That happens a lot more when it comes to this, when it comes to finishing your task, your whatever it is that you want to accomplish. That is usually where your confidence will start to really show, because you become proud of yourself. I just realized that I don't have my rings on. I can put some of them on real quick. Okay, so I think that with this energy, because you are beginning to take the wheel in your life and really try to direct yourself towards the life that you want to create for yourself, you're gonna be more innovative, okay, about how you end up completing these tasks, or just like getting things done. You're gonna be a little bit more creative when it comes to finding solutions or overcoming any kind of obstacles in your life right now, okay? You're going to be trying to figure out ways, the healthiest ways to find solutions, okay, for completing your tasks, for accomplishing your goals, for getting things done. You're gonna just be a little bit more in this kind of mindset that is really just focused on manifesting what you want to create, okay? So whether that's becoming this famous artist, or getting really good at what it is that you're passionate about, or taking up a new hobby and mastering it eventually. These are all just examples of things that may seem to some people out of reach, but you know that in your heart you have the gifts. You're not like this average person, and you know that you're capable of achieving this goal, and so you're just gonna find ways to do it. You're not gonna settle. Okay, this is not an energy where you're settling. It's about knowing your worth and doing what you need to do in order to receive that. Okay, that's your end goal, and you're gonna you're gonna do what you need to do in order to get what outcome you want. Okay, essentially. And it's not about doing it for and you're only doing it for yourself. Okay, it's not about proving things to other people, especially people who have hurt you, or who didn't believe you, who didn't support you. It's about doing it for yourself, because you know that you have these gifts, or you have this you have something to share with the world, and you're meant to express that. Okay, so how are you gonna get your gift across to as many people as possible? And you're finding ways to make that happen. So I think this is great energy to be in. Is very self-focused, working on bettering yourself. Is very growth oriented. It's about letting go of old dusty cycles that no longer serve you. So these are all great energies to be in. Okay, so we're just gonna try to focus on what exactly needs to be released or let go. I feel like we've already addressed that a bit, but let's just see what comes up for what no longer serves you and needs to be released for your growth at this time. Okay, so it says love. Let's keep going. So this could be somebody that you loved at one time, or something that you loved at one time but is no longer serving you, and so you're really focused on self-love. This person is wearing, a heart, yes, but it's also rose quartz, which is really about self-love and compassion and healing love as well. Okay, so healing any kind of relationships where the love is strained. We have flow. When I guess I'm feeling called to read this one. It says, when we are completely immersed in a project or endeavor, we experience flow state. There is no useless brain chatter, only focused attention. Flowing with the process of creation is a magical thing for you to do today. So having the strength to just go with the flow, and if this thing that needs to be released, but you are having a hard time doing so because you love this thing very much, or you had love for this thing very much, but it's just not going in the same direction that you are, just being okay with letting that go is really going to help you. Okay, just try not to resist, try not to go upstream when everybody's going downstream, or when your life is leading you downstream. So just be okay with letting that go, but also giving love to the situation. Okay, giving yourself love primarily, but also even if it's not serving you, and even if you need to let it go, just releasing it with compassion and love in that way, because it's a part of you that needed healing, or that continues to need healing as well. So it could just be represented through an external thing, like an external person or object. And we have one more card. Possum. Strategy, find facting, and curiosity. So really try to find the truth of the situation, of your situation right now, okay? When it comes to releasing and letting go, I think that you are purposely, I think you're doing things with more intention and purpose at this time to really find the truth. You know, you're evaluating your situations, you're being a little bit more strategic at this time. You are just really identifying what it is that has been holding you back this whole time. It can be, you know, an attitude, person, whatever, but you're identifying it and you're creating a plan of action, okay? You are setting boundaries, you're distancing yourself from this thing or person or whatever, you're implementing self-care practices, you know, doing things that are supporting you at this time. You're releasing negative ways of thinking, or, you know, you're just acting with more intention and clarity, and you're releasing control, okay? You're going with the flow, but you're releasing the control of needing to be in control, you know, or controlling, that kind of thing, you know, but you're just, in fact, you're just going with the flow, okay? And allowing things to unfold without resisting, okay? And you're trusting that what is meant for you will stay or will appear in your life, and what is not will leave. But you're still detaching with this understanding, with compassion, understanding that this person, this thing is just where they are in their life, and it's not where you are, and, you know, it's time to let it go. And you're detaching, you know, you're not resisting that separation. And then this leaves you in a space where you're more open-minded for your future. You know, you're willing to explore new possibilities, and it also gets you thinking, like, why did you tolerate this behavior or this thing for this long? What is it about you that needs healing that caused you to keep this thing in your life for this long? And then you're a little bit more curious about that, like, why do I have these attachments? What attachments do I have? What beliefs have caused this thing to stay? What patterns? All these things, all the cycles, repeating cycles are in my family, you know, that need to be released. And you're taking it a little bit more seriously now. Like, I don't think that you're playing games. Like, I think that you're just, like, done with that, and now it's just like, okay, what's the truth with this Sagittarius full moon? You're approaching life with a need for clarity. Be graceful is what I'm hearing. Be a little bit more open. Make room for new experiences and growth. Just end things gracefully, you know, with compassion, with love, detached love if you need to. It's a waste of energy to continue arguing and resisting what's good for you. We're gonna pull some tarot. This is a much longer reading than I initially anticipated. Let's see. We have Ace of Wands, so yeah, new ideas, new creative energy. They're all coming to you. Let's see, we have the Four of Swords. And we have the Empress. That's beautiful. Okay, so this is your energy. You're meant to shine. You're meant to be an Empress. You're meant to be treated this way, you know, this very royal, regal energy. You know your worth. It's basically somebody who knows their worth. They know they have these gifts that they're meant to share with the world, and the world is going to love them. You just have to put yourself out there and make it known, you know? Hey, I'm here. I have all these gifts to share, but I'm not going to do it for free, essentially. Like, you know your worth. Like, that's what I keep hearing. Like, you don't want to play games anymore. You want to finalize this and get this thing out of your life in order to move forward and allow the good things. You want that breakthrough moment, and I hear that it's here. You know, you are stepping into this energy, and once you fully step into this Empress energy, you will only create things that an Empress will create, which is abundance, which is luxury, which is prosperity, which, you know, is all of these wonderful things that is already here in the vortex for you, but it's you that needs to step into your power. Okay? And so you right now, you know that you have all of this. This is all potential for your life and what you want to create, and you're being asked to really just sit with yourself and really just get to the bottom of things. I feel like this is like a no turning back kind of energy that you're in. You're just not tolerating less than what you deserve. And you shouldn't. You shouldn't tolerate less than what you deserve. None of us should. We know our worth, and we're not going to accept anything less. It's like your flow state is leading you towards your higher power, towards what you've known all along, really, that's deep inside of you, of who you are. That's where this is leading you towards, okay? And just sit and just accept the fact that you are this Empress. Accept the fact that the people around you just are not on your level, or the things that, you know, you once tolerated that are not good for you, it's not worth keeping in your life anymore. And it never was, really. But, you know, you didn't understand your power, you didn't understand your worth. And so there's nobody really to blame. But now that you do understand what you deserve, you just know that you can't take this thing or person or whatever with you, or behavior. It serves no purpose. Okay? So last, we're gonna just check on this. Set of cards. We're gonna ask for some guidance or any insights on how to harness the energies of this strawberry full moon in order to manifest your desires, okay, or any intentions. So any kind of guidance, suggestions on what actions to take, what attitudes you can adopt, or practices to engage in. Let's see, we have money versus love. That is interesting. We have stubborn. Kangaroo. So I think that this is a time where you're gonna try to find balance, okay? You're gonna be a little bit more focused on finding balance, at least when it comes to like money and love. So material abundance and emotional fulfillment, okay? Trying to seek an alignment between these two, like your financial goals and then your personal relationships as well. And so these energies may be very heavy for you right now, or unbalanced right now. Maybe you've experienced some kind of financial struggles in the past or recent past, or you're just like not feeling so financially stable, but then you know, your personal life is a little too, is also emotionally unbalanced. And so it's just trying to regulate these things and trying to manifest some opportunities where you feel support from with financial stability and also in your connections. Okay, so it doesn't necessarily have to be, you know, choose money or choose to go after the bag, but then like leave behind all loving relationships. No, it's just trying to find balance. Okay, also try to release any kind of stubborn energy or attitudes that are limiting your growth, I would say, that have been keeping you back, that have been feeding into this sense of lack, like this lack of energy, you know, whether it's financially or emotionally. Just releasing that point of view, like you're not receiving these things, and gain the mindset of like, there's this affirmation that I still say to myself, money is love, I am love, I deserve love, I deserve money. You know, these are all things to tell yourself, to get out of this like stubborn mindset of you having this lack of love and financial stability. You know, I feel like I'm being a little bit repetitive, but I hope that you're getting it, okay? And especially with this quantum leaps, like I think that once it clicks for you, like once you realize like you're really the one who has been keeping yourself back with this kind of mindset of lack, you know, in the financial area, in the emotional area, then just like letting go of that stubborn energy and focusing more on being able to receive love and abundance, and financial, material, and emotional success, like being able to really feel that, and be in those energies, even if at this moment you don't really see it in your life, just feeling it, that's going to help you as well. But yeah, with this quantum leaps, I think that you are going to make significance once this clicks and you do change your mindset and you do act upon it, like write down affirmations or write down how I am worthy, I am financially abundant, I am emotionally fulfilled. Repeating these things to get rid of this stubborn energy. Once you do that, you're really going to make significant progress, okay? And a lot of things are going to change in a short time. Okay? And embrace that, you know? don't be afraid to set these kind of very bold intentions, okay? Be courageous at this time. Be brave. When it comes to, taking steps towards your goals, you have to be courageous, because that's how you're going to align your thoughts and actions with your desires. You have to really believe in that way. And that's all of that. Like it's like the Holy Trinity, your thoughts, beliefs, actions. That's really going to create this kind of momentum, okay, for rapid progress and transformation in your life. That is what's going to create this kind of abundance in love and financially, okay? We are going to pull the last set of cards. Let's pull these last set of cards for guidance in regards to what you're trying to manifest. We have the Chariot, we have the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, this stubborn lack energy needs to go. That's really what you need to release, okay? And be able to move forward beyond it, because this sad energy, it's not helping anyone. I'm over it. I'm over it in my life, and I hope you guys are too in your own personal lives, because it's not cute. Feeling like you're not worthy is not, it serves no purpose, okay? So we really have to get out of that and walk away. Just walk away from it, okay? Because once we do that, once we walk away from this devilish energy, this obsessive, this attachment energy, all of this, once we walk away from this, we are going to leap timelines, okay? We are really gonna move faster than we probably ever have when it comes to these areas, these areas where we have been probably struggling for some time, and more than some time, just for these old patterns. We're just really trying to let it go. It seems like really stubborn energies. It takes a lot more effort to let go, but once you really finalize it, once you really just get out of it, there's no turning back. There's no looking back. It's only forward, okay? You're willing to leave all these old behaviors, patterns, attachment, feelings of neglect or abandonment, or unworthiness, all these cups filled with all these things that are not serving you. You're walking away from it, and you're nurturing yourself in areas where you felt these things or just wasn't serving you at all, and you're nurturing yourself. You're taking care of yourself. You're giving love to those areas in your life, and then once you release these things, you're gonna be able to again gain your power back, take control in your life. You're gonna feel more in control of your life and your destiny, okay? You're gonna be able to steer your life in the right directions, whether it's money or love or both, really. I think it's gonna be an all encompassing energy. So like once you change your mindset on these areas, it's really going to change the rest of your life in all areas, right? And so try to harness some kind of inner strength and trust in yourself and your capabilities to overcome any obstacles, and really try to, because it kept coming up, like try to get down to the truth of the matter of what your insecurities are, your worries are, what are the concerns that you have that are affecting your relationships with love and with money, what you deserve. And then trying to release the fear, the scarcity mindset, trying to create more stability, a more secure foundation for yourself, and moving forward, opening yourself up to new experiences, new opportunities, embracing change. This is a person that's not afraid to change. They understand that things are better for them elsewhere. This is a person who's willing to grow and is not afraid of anything that they may face, even if it may feel challenging at first. It's just really, they know it's the best thing for them. Okay. So I think that you guys are really fed up, it seems. And I applaud you for getting as far as you have, for not tolerating less than you deserve, or just recognizing what it is that you deserve, recognizing your gifts, trying to stand in your power. Those are all things that you should be proud of for yourself. And so with that, we are going to just end this reading with some crystals, some crystal energies. Let's just try to see what it is that you need to hear right now. So this is Ruby's energy, root chakra energy. Maybe it needs a little bit more attention at this time. So the keywords are spontaneity and motivation, and the mantras are: I allow myself to be spontaneous, and I feel motivated to achieve my goals. Okay, so those are definitely energies that came up throughout the reading. Just allowing yourself to be a little bit more open-minded, and open to new experiences, just allowing this kind of spontaneous energy into your life. Things that were unexpected, but unexpected blessings, blessings in disguise, or things that may come out of nowhere, be like gifts from the universe. Just allowing yourself to receive those gifts, spontaneous gifts, and stay motivated, stay focused on your dreams, on your goals. You are going to really be able to accomplish a lot when you stay focused, okay, on completing these things, getting them done at this time. It's really going to help you. And let's just get one more. We have Krystal Prass with the heart chakra. So it says, I meditate to become closer to spirit. And it says, I detoxify myself of harmful behaviors, connections, and environments. So again, that is also energies that came up in this reading. So just focusing, giving more love and attention to and nurturing energies to your heart chakra and your root chakra, this grounding foundational energy, and this heart chakra with this understanding and compassionate energies and self-love. Just feeding those at this time. That's really going to help you, okay? And the bottom of the deck, we'll just close with this. It's the third eye chakra, and it's azurite. And it says downloads and clairsentience. So the affirmations are, I am receiving cosmic downloads daily, and I activate my clairsentient ability by choosing to intuitively feel. So with all of that, I hope that this reading resonated with you all, and you were able to get some kind of clarity or guidance that you needed. And I look forward to reading for you all again in the next major moon cycle. So until then,